I'm going to read two things. The first one is a little surprise for Dottie and vis-a-vis the revolutionary poetry. I was invited to read in the festival in Caracas in the first year of the Venezuelan Revolution. And one of the members of the Revolutionary Poets Brigade, Rosemary Mano, was in Mexico, and she sent a poem that I read that was extremely received by the people in Venezuela. So I'm going to begin by reading this poem, and then I'll read the one that I wrote for tonight myself, okay? This is called All Power to the People, to the Venezuelan Revolution. A cold, cruel oligarchy tried to rise from the dead, but the old world of defeatism and fatalism was nowhere to be seen that day at Miraflores. No help from the CIA could save the dead. A new wave in a new world listened to Canale Echo for the truth. Semana Pascua had just passed. The will of the people was stronger than the old world stirring from the dead. I was in Mexico and could read the story unfolding in La Jornada, that joyful April in the 43rd year of the Cuban Revolution. The courageous people of Venezuela reclaimed their name as a united people in a new world on that glorious day, and gave the rest of the world something so magnificent to celebrate, the living proof to these words: all power to the people. The whole world cheered when a dead oligarchy was buried for good, crushed by a collective wave in a new world at the feet of the people, a sea of revolutionary flowers at the gates of Miraflores. Now we know that there have been many changes, but my poem is called A Reaffirmation. In many hearts in the mission is the memory of what Hugo Chavez and Venezuelan socialism has done in that country. And as they remember what the U.S. did to the Nicaraguan revolution in the 80s, they will refuse the relentless Trump-like lies which follow on the Obama lies and threats and attempted humiliations of the makers of the Bolivarian Revolution. Because they know from the rotten and corrupt capitalist system under which they live that the U.S. is capable of every lie to control the guzzles of Venezuelan oil, whether by sanctions or threats or outright war, so long as its insane imperialism isn't challenged by a socialism that truly is of the people. We've known the lies every day of our life in this land. We've even got a news thug in Washington who lies at any billionaire shamelessly, arrogantly, right in your face. So please, don't believe what he or corporate media says about that brave South American land that's dared challenge the ravenous, imperialist power that wants the whole world to be its brothel. Comrade Medoro said, "We're not Christians of the traitorous cardinals who serve the capitalists and perverts, and that socialist creed so detested, despised, and derogated by the United States, like that Diamond Island in the Caribbean, 90 miles from Florida, insists it is still very much alive, still active in the growth of the grassroots and actively continuing the revolution. So let's hear it for Venezuela. Let's haiku it for Venezuela. Venezuela, a people's socialistic revolution. They're still there, as when I visited in 2002. People's councils, yes, Soviets, which simply means councils, reborn for a real future for my young poet translator Diego Siqueiros and his mother and father, with food enough for all, health care enough for all, and the dignity that only real socialism manifests.